Alright, today's video is going to be very controversial, so if you are one of those that are not open to different ideas, that are not open to learning new stuff that you did not know, or not just generally open to listening to the stuff that you are not aware of or think that your way is the right way and that's the only way, then this video is not for you. You would rather just cut the video off right now. I don't really care. But the ones that are really interested in learning is going to really benefit if you watch on this video until the very end. I initially wanted to post this topic in the Fitness Reality in Less Than a Minute episode, but then I thought it's really difficult for me to cover such a broad topic in less than 1 minute. And I really thought I need to really emphasize on this topic because a lot of people are getting a lot of false messages and false information from fitness industry and nutrition in general, and I really don't blame them for having this information, just because the ones that really provide the information are the ones that are selling their product. And obviously they will sell the product, they will advertise in such a way that creates a fashion that their products be sold. Now that may be an exercise program or a supplement or just a training program sold by a personal trainer. Now, no personal trainer is going to acknowledge this fact, and a lot of the personal trainers do not know this fact as well, just because their education is not on that level. 90%, at least 90% of the fitness community, the ones who call trainers at the gym, they have basic certificate, the one that I got long time ago by studying only 2 days. So think about how much knowledge that they might have. So a lot of people do not know that, and the ones that do know is not going to tell that to the client, because then they would lose the business, and no clients, no trainer wants to lose their clients, right? So that's in that place. But what I'm about to share with you guys is kind of like controversial again, and it's something way different than what you have heard, because a lot of the time we say, okay, control your macros, and even I have said control your macros, track your fats, the proteins, carbohydrates, and place them different times, eat every 3 hours or so. And is that false? Is that completely false, I should say? And the answer is no. And the reason why I have not been sharing this with you guys is because a lot of people are not ready for that information. And it's because I gave an example a long time ago that if you are just starting to skate, okay, ice skate, you would do it in a small hill first. You would not go to the biggest mountain and jump. It's a step-by-step process, and you eventually have to graduate to the next stage and next stage and next stage. And same with the bodybuilding and the fitness area. But you have to consider this bigger picture anyways, okay? So that's why I thought this is crucial now, and it's something that I have to share. So before diving into the fitness topic, let's just talk about something in general that you guys can relate to. So every time we go in school, there is somebody in class, okay? There are some people in class just that freaking smart, okay? They just need to study once, they're just photogenic. They just look at the book once, and they remember it until the exam. They really do good on the exam. They don't really have to study hard, they just study maybe like a day so before, and then just information is right there on the brain on the exam. While some people really struggle hard, they take good notes, come home, study, and the same thing applies to the jobs, and they just don't seem to get it. And you know what I'm talking about, right? There are some people right here, some people right here, all the way down, and there are a lot of people right there at the middle that kind of needs to study, just right there in the middle. There are a lot of people in there as well. So now in this particular case, what I'm studying about, being smart, being learning, being able to remember stuff, a lot of people acknowledge their problem. A lot of people know that. A lot of people will be like, oh, okay, he's really smart, but I am not that smart, so I need to study a lot harder. Okay? Why do you think that happens? Why do you think that this guy can read something once and remember until, like, a year from now, and I study like 10 times, 10 hours a day, and the moment I stop studying, I forget it? Why is that? Okay, and the other question is going to be, you have always seen people, okay, now we are getting a little bit into nutrition and fitness and stuff. You have seen kids, I should say, they are born the same time, and they eat the same amount of food, the same nutrient dense food, but some kid just grow taller and some kid does not get taller at all. Okay, not taller at all, but they just don't grow like the other person. Why is that? Okay, why is it that some people don't grow, just outgrow really slowly, and after a certain time, they grow up? Why is that? Okay, why people with the same nutrition, same family background, same everything, okay, same financial, same food, everything, why do some people grow tall, even in the same family, and some people don't? Another question now is again regarding nutrition. Why is it that some people again can eat as much as they want, but they are still hella skinny, okay, don't even put an ounce of muscle or even ounce of fat, but some people just need to look at water and they gain weight? Why do you think that happens? Here is the simplest answer that relates to everything that happens physiologically, biologically inside your body. Hormones and genetics. Those are the things that manipulates every freaking thing that's going on in the body. That's all there is, okay? Hormones and genetics. Some people are just born sharp, okay? They have the good genetics that helps them remember stuff. They might have good genetics for studying and remembering, but they might not have some athletic genetics. While on the other hand, some people just have good genetics to become an athlete. They're just good athlete, okay? They don't need to train even a single day, but when they are running, you can see that they have a lot more red blood cells. So they will be able to run faster, okay? Be stronger than the other average individual. Some people can sing extremely well. They have genetics for that, okay? They have proper hormones recruitment. They have proper neurotransmitter emission. And this is very crucial to know, to realize, because when it comes to fitness, everybody thinks that they can be next Arnold, Greg Platt, they can be next Brad Pitt, the next Wolverine, or they think they can be that, and they think they can be fast, okay? First of all, the name of the people that I said are not necessarily have to be natural, which 90% of us are. Okay, they just don't tell that they take other stuff. They just don't tell that they are in certain medications and certain performance enhancement stuff. But there is a reason why they look the certain way that they look. And one of the biggest factor is genetics. And you can do whatever you want and you cannot change that. With that being said, you can obviously improve, okay? There are techniques that you can be better today than you were yesterday, and you can be better tomorrow than you were better today. There are techniques. Even the dumbest person in the world with proper techniques can improve. Okay, he can always improve, he can always be smarter, go next level, next level, next level. Okay, but that being said, he will never be the same as the smartest person that was born if he worked very hard. You have to remember that. And you have to remember what is your gift that you have when you were born, and what is your gift that you've never had with you initially from day one that you stepped on this earth. For example, I have no problem building muscle, okay? Absolutely no. I can build as much muscle as I want in a very short period of time. But I have very hard time losing weight, okay? Even if I lose a lot of weight with proper techniques, okay? Again, proper techniques, proper knowledge, I lose a lot of weight. But then if I kind of like toy around with my diet, if I kind of like skip around a little bit of my workout, it's going to go up again. That's just the way it is, okay? So with proper knowledge, I can keep it right there, but since I'm not genetically gifted, I'll go back. Now this might sound very depressing, okay? This might sound kind of, you know, like negative, and this might sound like you can't do anything, but that's not the point. I am trying to pull you out from the misconception that you would be like somebody that looks at TV. No, you can always be better, okay? You can always be faster, you can always be more smart, you can always be more talented, but you will never be like the guy that you see who is naturally gifted. Again, remember what I'm saying, naturally gifted, and who works their ass off. That's just the way it is, okay? It's life, it sucks, deal with it. There's nothing you can do. Food, nutrition, you know, exercise, they're all tools. When used properly, you are going to be a better version of yourself. You can be better than what you were yesterday, and that's why so many people focus only on these things, because you can't really control your hormones. Cortisol and your insulin are the only two hormones out of so many that you can actually control. Insulin is probably the most easiest one, and even cortisol is kind of iffy because cortisol is released when you are stressed, and when that is released for long term, you are going to store fat. And it's easier to say do not take tension, do not take too much stress, but come on, it's life, you have to take stress. So even though it is kind of, you are able to control the hormone, practically it is very difficult. So you can just manage with what you got. You can just play around with what you have. So you have your nutrition, you have your exercise, you have all the knowledge that you can use to manipulate those that gives you the result you want and you are looking for. That's absolutely possible. Okay, you can be always improve, you can always be best version of yourself, but do not ever, and this might be very depressing, do not ever that you will be somebody looking like somebody on that magazine on the time period that they were, because that's not you. You are you and he is he. You do not know what are the stuff that he is deficit at. Okay, you might be really talented on something. You might be a poet. You might be a musician. You might be a singer. You might be a really good doctor, engineer, whatever. You are that. You are really good at it. That's what you are made for. That guy, just like you, are made to be a model, made to be a bodybuilder, made to be the best model ever. So you will never be like him, but you can always improve, always look good, you can always be better. So that's about it. Hopefully this video wasn't too depressing. It's something that you have never heard before, and probably not many people will ever speak just because of the negativity around it, but that's just life. You have to deal with it. You have to make the weakness your strength, okay? So, you have to work with what you have, and you have to make your strength, you have to work with your strength, and you got to improve your weakness. You should not be thinking about, if you are born with skinniest arms in the world, you should not be thinking you'll be the next Ronnie Coleman, that too naturally. Okay, because even with the pro bodybuilders, they are not natural. There are a lot of stuff going on with them. And if you think about it, for a lot of bodybuilders, their family life is messed up. A lot of bodybuilders, they have kidney failures, liver transplant, and everything else before the age of 50. Do you want to be like that by taking the stuff that they are taking? Probably not. Now I think I'm going out of the topic. But what I'm trying to say is you have to work with the genetics, you have to accept who you are, but there are always ways to improve. Just don't rush, just don't think that you can be like that guy in the magazine, and you know, just keep on improving. Alright guys, I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.